It's easy to have a dream when that dream seems unachievable. It's safe. But what happens when the dream you have, suddenly you have the ability to pursue it? It can kind of be scary. Let's say maybe you've always wanted to watercolor or learn how to dance, take a dance lesson. Maybe you get your watercolors or you go to your dance lesson and you try. Gee, that's not very easy. Maybe the water runs everywhere, or you take a misstep, turn your ankle. That's no fun. I thought dreams were supposed to be fun. So what do you do to keep your dream alive in the face of the reality of your dream? For 2 decades now, I've wanted to make a movie. Not a video to post online, but a real movie. Of course, I haven't had the money or the circumstance to do it, so that was a safe dream. Well, now, because of advances in digital technology, I have a circumstance where I can make my movie. That can kind of be intimidating. So what do you do? So you want to really do that watercolor, really take that dance lesson. I want to really make my movie. What do we do? Well, there's always been 3 things I've tried to keep in mind over my creative career. The first is I have to be flexible. Within 24 hours of realizing I could do my movie, my dream movie, and conceiving it and all that, it was shot to pieces. Wasn't going to happen. So I had to ask myself, is it really that particular movie I want to make? Was that my dream? Or is my dream to make a movie? Well, it's to make a movie. So your dream may change a little bit and transform, but as long as it's fundamentally the same dream, that's okay. But you have to be flexible and go with it. The second thing is, and this is the biggie, I have to manage my expectations. I want to make Gone with the Wind right now, today. Well, of course, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to make Gone with the Wind. I'm certainly not going to do it today. So I have to understand what's involved, that it's going to take time and a commitment. It's easy to want something. It's not so easy to go get it, So I have to manage my expectations. The third thing is I have to ignore the noise. What's the noise? Well, the noise comes, in my experience, from 2 places. First, from the outside, it could be people saying, oh, you can't do that, you could never do that. I mean, some people, they don't want you to fail in a mean way, but if you do fail, then it's easier for them to sit on the sidelines and say, see, that's why I don't bother to try, because he tried and he failed. So it kind of justifies their inaction. So I got to ignore that. The second thing I have to ignore is the noise from within, my own negativity, my own apprehension. But what I have to see is how great that apprehension might be. That's the equal greatness that my project, my dream could be. So I take that apprehension, that anxiety, I flip it around and I see it as the potential greatness of what I'm trying to achieve. So I have to ignore the noise. Now, these steps are fine and this vlog is fine, but I mean, you're really going to go watercolor, you're really going to go dance, you're going to have problems. Really, what do you do? I'm about to make this movie. I mean, what do I do? Well, it's baby steps. I'm convinced that's the answer. This blog is a baby step. I'm shooting it with my new lights. I'm using my new green screen. I bet you didn't realize I was filming this in my dining room. I'm going to edit it with my new professional software. So it's baby steps, and you have to do the same thing. Let's say you go to watercolor. You've got to practice that first line over and over, or that first dance step over and over. I've always believed that art comes from craft, and craft comes from technique. Technique comes from fundamentals, and fundamentals come from practice. And that's where I am right now, and maybe that's where you are right now with your dream. We have to practice. We have to do that single line. We have to do that single dance step over and over. And if we can survive the monotony of it, we get to where we can do it in our sleep, and we have confidence, I can do that, and you move on to the next step, and you do the same thing over and over. And so this is what my monthly video blog is going to be about, chasing our dreams in baby steps. And I hope you'll join me each month and learn with me, and maybe bring your dream along, and we can go after them together. So until next month, do more than dream. I'll see you at the movies.